Hi everyone and welcome to my place. This is the third in my series of how to make your own bouquet, and I wanted to share how to make a quick and easy handheld sort of semi-traily with one of my favorites. I love these proteas. Now you're probably thinking, why is Astar using artificial? Well, let me tell you that there is a worldwide shortage of flowers. And what say you're doing some bouquets, or you want a bouquet and you want proteas? Well, when you can't get the fresh, you can always reach for mine, and I love them. And the other thing that's great about these is they're not as heavy as the real ones, so it makes carrying them much easier. Okay, so to begin, I've got 2 pieces of ivy here, and I'm just going to bring those together into my hand, and I just want those bits to just splay out the side. If you wanted them around here, you just bend and manipulate those to be the way that you want them to be. Right, getting your 3 proteas, I'm just going to, using the base of the ivy as, or the 2 handles. I love this ivy, it just reminds me of spring growth. But the issue is that when you use the ivy at the beginning of the season, you know what happens, don't you? Wilts, doesn't hold, doesn't matter what you do, it will just wilt, whereas this doesn't, and it's a great base. And the other thing is, you can be really rough with it. You know, the girl can just like be having a whale of a time, and it doesn't matter because it's not going to break. So one into the middle, I'm bringing the next one down through there, and I'm going to point that out ever so slightly that way, and with this third one just getting your hand into there and doing the same thing. So you've got 3 together. Make sure all of your stems are nice and straight, because this is going to be a handheld posy or bouquet, which means that the stems are all bound together. So make sure that that's nice and straight so you don't have this bulky hunky thing to be carrying. Right, the next thing I want to put into here, is 3 beautiful pink blush roses. So one can go into there, the other equal distance, the other one can go into there, and then the third can go down and into there. Oh, look at that. How easy is that? And look, you've got this lovely ivy around here. You can just, if you need to, you can just get your hands into there and just bend that around so that it drapes and falls nicely around the hand. To that, I felt that I would like a little bit of Dusty Miller. So I'm going to bring a little bit of, I'm going to do this side, a little bit of Dusty Miller to that side. We'll make it a little bit wider, and then that can go over to that side there. Look at that, how cool is that? And keeping those, this is the thing with ivy, it just gets in the road. They can go to there, and then I thought, why not incorporate just a little bit of eucalyptus? So I'm going to bring a little bit of eucalyptus. So it's nicer when you're working with a mirror because you can see which way you're going. That can go down the front, and I'm just going to bend that down. And with these little bits here, I'm just going to bring a piece of that up and into there, and the other piece can go up and over to there. So you've got the transition of the ivy of the eucalyptus coming up and across to the back. And now I just think I would like to bring a little bit of that into the center like so. Little bit of visual interest to add even more interest to it. I've got these beautiful gum nuts, and I'm just going to bring those. So you just have to, when you've got everything in your hand, if you're at all concerned about getting them in, just release your hand just a little bit so that you can press those little gum nuts down in through the foliage. Now, once you've got to that stage, just make sure that everything's all nice and flat again, and then you can just get a cable tie, which are my best friends, and then without letting that go, it's just a matter of getting a cable tie in there. You might need 2, but really 1 just will work. Now, for finishing off your bouquet, go and have a look through my website at my other wedding bouquets, and there are lots of ideas on how you could finish and bind these. Now, if there's any foliage that goes down the stem them like that, but there is. Take that off, and any hard little lumpy nodey bits, just take those off as well. And then when you come to cut your bouquet, put both hands together and then cut. You can make this as long as you like, but for something that's really nicely imbalanced, I like to cut just below my hand there, and there you have a nice bouquet. Oh, I love it. Now, I've got one more thing that I wanted to share with you. One moment. Now, if you wanted to incorporate some fresh flowers, nature has provided us with perfect blooms. Now, to use these, I should have done this before I started. This is when you can just press these down and into the bouquet like so, and you could add another colour. Personally, I don't think it needs it, but you might have a wee bride that might just like that. I'd take all the leaves off because I know that they're not going to last. And then that, one moment, I shouldn't have finished it because now it's going to be difficult, isn't it? But that's okay, I can do this. You could even put some stephanotis, you could even put a lily into here. Hold on, I shouldn't have finished it off, should I? No, I shouldn't have. If you wanted, the other thing you could do is you could moss these. You know what, I'm not even going to bother. No, that's it. Nature's not letting me do it, so I'm not going to do it. And then just even those up as you go, and there you have your beautiful bouquet. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you another day.